Good morning, HCGers. So this morning I had a release of zero point 0.8, which puts me at 218.1 pounds. Still have a ways to go. I've been watching some HCG videos and I forgot some of the things the supplements that I took the last time. And so I have to order some L-carnitine and there's a couple of other things yet that I have to take. And now I understand why I have better releases when I eat beef. Um, the beef that I have is from our own steer that we raised, and he was grass fed and finished off on apples. And he had a very happy ending. When his time came, he was eating a bucket of apples and it was instantaneous, and he had no stress hormones in his body. And so the beef is um, back to basics. It's really back to what it used to be. He was not force fed a bunch of grain. He was not, uh, he never had any antibiotics. He never had any type of shots. Um, we got him when he was maybe 2 months old. So he had just come off of milk supplements. He was a reject from his mother, and so he was supplementally fed until he could sustain his own self. So we did feed him calf replacements and some calf starter, but it was not medicated. And so he was very organic, I guess, is maybe what some people pay big money for, but paid $300 for him, and he happily ate in our pasture and for 2 years until he was ready to butcher. And we actually had the butcher come out and just compliment us on what a great steer he was, and he rarely sees these type come into his butcher shop anymore. So um, a natural fed a grass fed beef has a tremendous amount of carnitine, which is one of the substances that helps fat uh, be utilized by the body. And by the process of that is probably why I have better releases when I eat the beef than when I eat chicken or shrimp or fish. So maybe if I get a supplement, and so the days I don't eat beef, which tends to be a little bit higher in caloric um, calories, let me get that right, then I could also have good releases on the other things. So we'll see. I'm trying to stay positive. I am on VLCD 29, so I have what 11 days to go or so, 11 to 14, however long I want to take it. I've done HCG much longer than the typical 40-day round, although it's been such a struggle this first retake of HCG. I might just stop and take a break and spend 3 weeks in P3 and then start again. Not really got a set goal in mind, although I really have said I have a goal. Uh, my husband and I usually don't see each other, but every 2 months, we physically see each other. We've finally got him starting to Skype and FaceTime, so we're getting that interaction, but to actually have that physical connection. Plane tickets from here to North Carolina, it's not really so much the issue as it just is the time away from work and life. Um, we have animals here at home. I have 4 dogs at home, and I have chickens still. And the husband, we have one of our dogs down there for him to have something to come home to. It's so cute. Uh, that dog is so spoiled. Einstein, boy. Anyways, it's another story. So, um, although he's got a really good neighbor that takes care of the dog, so he doesn't have to pay and bring Einstein home. But it's a full day. It literally takes a full day. And then if there's some type of issue, which was the last time my husband came home, it's a day and a half to get home. He was stuck overnight between Portland and Seattle before he could get here. And so it just does really take a lot of time. He doesn't have vacation. I do. But with going to college and going working full time, it's just really hard to take time away. But um, I don't want to go down there. I really have to admit that I don't want to go down there. Uh, in the nuclear world that my husband works in, um, uh, he sometimes has he has really good friends, so it's not sometimes, but he has really good friends that all of a sudden he'll work with again for 6 months, a year. And there's this guy that he used to live with when we first got together, and he was working in Florida. His name's Joe, and back then I was a size 2. I'm really embarrassed to go down there and have Joe see me at some of my heaviest weight. And so for that, I'm really hesitant to go down there. So I'm like coming up with all these excuses as to why I'm not going down there and why I shouldn't. And part of it, I mean, it does make sense. Um, We have credit card bills, and I don't want to put in a plane ticket on a credit card. And I want to get those paid off before we spend another $1,000, because it's $1,000 for plane tickets every time one of us goes down or comes back. And so, I mean, but honestly, we have money in savings. I just haven't used it to pay the airline ticket or the credit cards off. It's my security blanket. So in case something happens, we have some money in easily um, easy to get to accounts. It's not our money market accounts or our 401k or anything. So I'm hesitant. And I don't know. My daughter just called me. She's my oldest daughter. She's having some marital issues. And she just found out she's pregnant again. And they've got 2 little boys already. One's 8 and one's 5. And bless her heart, she's just really struggling right now because her husband's a soldier coming back from Afghanistan 4 years ago. He was in an IED blast, and he had some very serious traumatic brain injury. He broke his back. Although they didn't know he broke his back then, they just recently discovered that's why he has all these back issues and restless leg syndrome, and he's going numb and losing his bladder, and hello, welcome to government healthcare is what I like to say, but that's another story. Anyways, so they put him on some medication. He's being medically retired from the military because of his issues that he had from Afghanistan. He has 2 Purple Hearts, and he has PTSD. A lot of the things that typical young soldiers are coming back with because of these issues. And she thought it was just because he was under this medication. He told her he wanted a divorce, but he's still adamant he wants a divorce. So she just called and said, she didn't call, she texted. She says, I might need to bring you up on your offer and have you buy me some plane tickets to come home, which is fine. Love her, love the boys. I'll support them no matter how or what's needed, like any parent would. We're financially stable enough to do that. I have a 4,000 square foot home that is made for a family, and there's 3 empty bedrooms. So if she needs a place, she knows there's a place, and she knows the boys and her are more than welcome. But I just made sure she knew that, and so she's saying she's just trying to figure out what the right time is to um, pull the oldest, who just started 2nd grade, out of school and bring him home and put him here. So we'll see how that goes with her. So anyways, there's just a lot of stress and my work. I do have to say that it's 10 o'clock my time and I still haven't gone to work. But I feel really productive because I got up, I cleaned my bedroom, changed my sheets, I'm doing laundry, did the dishes, and I really don't feel like going to work today. And it's not a normal work day. It's Sunday before a holiday. Um, it's, God, I never have even said what date it is. It's September 6th, 2015. And tomorrow is Labor Day, and I'm going to have to go in for probably a 10-hour day tomorrow. So I'm like, what do I have to do? What could I do from home? There's some things that I've not been able to get into, virtual remoting into my computer from home, and I have to pull some information from some databases to update some spreadsheets to write this. I swear, I hate writing. It's my weakest subject, always has been, and I'm very insecure about my writing. And I have to write these reports all the time. And this one report that I'm having to do, it gets, there's a lot of interest in it and there's some attention. Because of some very political things that are going on at the major federal project that I work on, and there was some accusations and some whistleblower stuff relating to this issue that I'm writing a report on. So I have to get it right. I have to get it some sync, and I've kind of put it off, like I do a lot of things in my life. And I know I have to. The assistant energy secretary is coming next week, and it's probably going to be a topic that they want to address. So, but I'm trying not to put pressure on myself. And oh my heavens, it's been 12 minutes, and I'll have to stop here and I'll try to vlog again tomorrow. Maybe I'll vlog again tonight. I'm going to take a little bit of me time. I bought a new tea kettle and cups and saucers. And I've decided that I'm going to pamper myself. Maybe I'm going to go sit on my bed, drink my tea. I'll take a tea tray up and watch a movie and think about going to work later. Because, I mean, hello, most people just now going to church. And there's many hours left in the day, and I planned on taking this whole week to just have me time because it's a week off from school and I wanted some me time. And I've been working late every night of the week. I went in and worked 7 hours yesterday, and I want some time for me to focus on this diet and get my head straight. So, thank you for listening, and uh, I'll vlog again later. Thanks.